5, 4, 3. Wait, I would start with a smile. 5, big smile. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Edison Cortez. I am 31 years old and I live in the city of West Hollywood. I do bridal design for my clients. So that's what I do. Yeah, it's fun. So I was born in Torrance, which is here in California. It's the South Bay area. I grew up in Compton. So yes, it's not a pretty city. And it wasn't when I was there. It was not pretty. So I grew up in Compton, and I was actually lucky to see an Aztec dance group that was performing for some political movement about a mile away, and I said, we need to go there. I want to see the dancers. All I saw was feathers and the music and the people all around, and I was like, wow, I want to be part of that. So then after that, I got in touch with the dancers, and I was able to get their information. Their practices were in Boyle Heights. Next week, what do you know, I'm an Aztec dancer. And my mom thought I was crazy, but you know, that's just my mom. So I started doing the Aztec dancing for quite a while. I stopped dancing a few years ago. I was doing it for about 15 years. Yeah, it was a very long time. I don't know how I got out of it. Anyway, I learned a lot. When I was doing Aztec dancing, that's where I learned how to do costumes and sew certain stuff and learn how to make traditional wear, how to sew a side seam, what was a dart, all of that. I didn't know any of that. Although my grandmother was a seamstress, and she was a seamstress in the city of Mexico. That's where my grandmother was from. I did learn a lot from her. I already knew how to use a sewing machine because she showed me how to use the pedal one. I thought it was really fun. And yeah, so I was sewing when I was 5 years old. I would sketch, and my grandmother would make dresses, and my cousins would wear them. So that was our little team there. I only saw my grandmother every Christmas and summer. And unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago at the age of 95. She lived a very long life. She wanted to be a fashion designer, but she couldn't because she had like 12 kids. So yeah, so she said, I would like for you to be a fashion designer. That's something that I couldn't do, and it's really fun, and I think you're natural at it, so do it. And I said, okay. So that happened. When I was 18, I went to the Art Institute, which is in North Hollywood. Before it was in Koreatown. I took all these classes at first that were all the fundamental classes, and they were quite boring, and I was like, oh god, like why am I doing this? This is like mixing colors, and I couldn't. Anyway, 3 to 4 years after I was doing the upper level, I was having the upper level classes, and that's when I was doing haute couture, costume design for film. We were also doing silks, like screen printing, and a lot of illustrations on computer. So that was fun. I graduated from the Art Institute in 2013, and at that time I was already working for a designer in Beverly Hills named Aria, and the store was called Barachi. So Barachi was located in front of Beverly Wilshire. They were known for their big ball gowns, and they dressed all the Playboy bunnies back in the day. So he was very famous for that. The dresses there were very beautiful. They were made of silk fabrics, laces from France, and everything was practically embroidered. It was kind of very gaudy. So that was one of the designers that I was working with at my last year at school. And then I graduated in 2013. I was able to work with another designer named Lorena Sarbu, and I had a lot of fun working there. Then I worked for another designer, which was a bridal designer, Mark Sunino, and he's very famous for being on Kleinfeld and Say Yes to the Dress. I had a lot of experience working with him, working with older Hollywood actresses like Raquel Welch, what's her name? Ross, John Collins,
Or Diana Ross.
Diana Ross? Is that her name? Diana Ross, Sophia Loren, Mariah Carey, Beyonce. There's so many people. So I was exposed to that. I thought it was really fun. So yeah, I feel that I like a good challenge, and by being on Project Runway, I can have that challenge. I am very competitive. I like to wow people. That is what I live for. My clientele is mostly women who are getting married. They want a custom-made dress for them that nobody else has. They want something that they haven't seen, so they come to me, and all my clients are through word of mouth. All my influences and my design aesthetics are based on nature. A lot of that being with animals, other designers too, like Alexander McQueen, Iris Van Harpen, and Ellie Saab are one of my favorite ones because I like elegance. I also like the artistic approach that they take. I like Iris's modern take to fashion. I think that's where it's going. So I'm very inspired by that. My designs look nothing like that because I am my own designer, and I have my brides and they get to design with me what they want. So I have to make them happy, and I want to make them feel special too. So that's what I do. So I think by being on Project Runway and having this opportunity, I can share to others what I have to offer. Thank you.